On to all my Scorpios, you have the Queen of Pentacles, Four of Wands, the Hermit, the King of Swords, the Queen of Swords, the Two of Swords, the Eight of Pentacles, the Ten of Swords, the Page of Pentacles, and the Nine of Wands. So a lot of you Scorpios, the Queen of Pentacles, the Four of Wands, the Hermit, classical Scorpio stuff. A lot of y'all just really want to make sure that the people that you're getting to know as of this point in time actually have any kind of interest in you whatsoever, or if they're just wasting your time. If they're just playing mamby-pamby games, or if you can actually take what it is that they're saying to the bank. Can you actually see the things that they say to you manifesting? The King of Swords and the Queen of Swords. And for some of you, for you Scorpios, just in a general sense, a lot of you are seeing that you can't. No. Okay, a lot of you seeing with someone that you can't for most people, but there's a person that you're specifically getting to know, you can get to know them. You're seeing that they're just as built for this as you are. And you like them. You Scorpios like them. So the Two of Swords and the Eight of Pentacles represents how obviously there's going to be a little bit of work that needs to be done, because the two of you are like this. The two of you are not standoffish with each other where y'all two dislike each other, because there's definitely the two of you like each other, but the two of you are guarded, where the two of you need to understand that you're not going to be able to, the relationship is not going to come easy. The two of you are actually going to have to do some form of work. The Two of Swords and the Eight of Pentacles now represents that type of work. You're going to have to build that trust, okay? And that type of trust has to come in time. Time and serious effort, because it's not enough to just let time go by. Because see, a lot of times people think that time going by is good enough, right? You may know somebody. There's people who I've known for more than 10 years, but to say they actually know me like that, no, they don't. And you Scorpios need to really get to know the person. That's one of the things that Scorpio has to have. That's what y'all have to have. It's a no-go if the two of you cannot get to know each other. Because the thing about it is that if you don't get to know each other, obviously it's not going to be a very functional, fruitful relationship, right? It's going to be a very stale one. And then the Eight of Pentacles and the Ten of Swords represent. So as a result, this is about how a lot of you Scorpios need to also understand that this person is going through a lot of the same things that you are as well. Just to know. This could be a Cancer crab. This could be any zodiac sign, right? Could even be another Scorpio for all we know, right? But at the same time, regardless of what zodiac sign it is or who it is, this person more than likely is going through the same stuff that you're going through. And a lot of you need to understand that what y'all got going on is you and this person have a lot in common. You're just beginning to actually get to know that. Well, you may not even know too much of that just yet, but you will see as you continue to get to know them, you will find out indefinitely just how much it is the two of you have in common with one another. And then you have the Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles, I may have said the Nine of Pentacles, excuse me, Page of Pentacles and the Nine of Wands, okay? The Page of Pentacles is about, and this is where that enjoyment comes into place. Because the enjoyment comes into play here between the two of you, right? Two individuals on a card, right? Three, because the two of you have trust with each other, right? The fact that the two of you have so much in common. And remember what, as I said, having things in common and they truly be in common is an indication that the two of you probably can create a stronger bond, a stronger relationship if the two of you actually put in effort and you really wanted to. The Nine of Wands represents this being a situation for you where the Nine of Wands is about, and for you Scorpios, now it's just about, for you and them, it's now just about you having to break down the walls that make y'all so defensive. Because honestly speaking, maybe the person may not do it because they're too defensive. And you Scorpios have fun, so you Scorpios can do it. You Scorpios can be the ones to actually show them how to have fun again. Because again, a lot of times people don't know how to be watchful, right? Aware. But then at the same time, don't over analyze it to the point where it stops them from living their life and having fun, So that's some of the things that a lot of you Scorpios need to take into consideration. As far as Scorpio is concerned, a lot of you Scorpios do the same thing too, where y'all can kind of overanalyze things. But again, that's to make sure that y'all don't end up entertaining somebody that ends up being, I should say, dysfunctional, right? A lot of you Scorpios need to also understand that what you've got going on is y'all are evolving. You understand? So again, have to reiterate this. You Scorpios have to understand that there's not a whole lot of stuff that you should be worried about. See, life, for the most part, is very simplistic. It may not be easy, but it's simplistic, meaning that it's straightforward. There is not a whole lot for you Scorpios to really be worried about. But the things that a lot of you Scorpios would get worried about is you... A lot of the things that you Scorpios would get worried about is you Scorpios kind of being in a situation where, basically you don't know whether or not the person legitimately likes you. And people, in other words, people that you once trusted using their leverage as i.e. trust, to dismantle you. And let me help you Scorpios with this. Let me help you help yourselves with this. A lot of you Scorpios shouldn't even be too preoccupied with even that. And the reason why I'm saying that is because a lot of you Scorpios need to understand that what you've got going on, don't worry about whether the person is trying to play you, right? Because in essence, okay, y'all been there before where people have played you. Haven't you survived it before? And that's the point. That's the point that I really want people to understand. Y'all, I live in a building, right? A lot of people where I am, I will be hearing them going through it sometimes with themselves and their significant other because, the walls are shallow and people will be yelling. So I'll come outside to get a glass of water. I'll hear them, right? And I'll hear people crying or one person crying. And because I'm not laughing at them, I'm laughing at how ironic it is. Because this is the mentality that I want you Scorpios to have. You are not in any kind of situation. You have to understand the situation, Scorpio. You're not, unless you're really put in a situation where the person stole your savings, robbed you, really put something in your face, if you know what I mean. You know what I mean. put that smoky in your face, if you know what I mean. Unless you done been through some serious stuff like that. All that other stuff, all that type of stuff that people use, don't worry about it. Because at the end of the day, you Scorpios have maintained everything that you've earned through all of that. So why y'all tripping? You know what I mean? Don't sweat the small stuff. A lot of times, the problem with Scorpio is that Scorpio sometimes will sweat the small stuff. Oh, why does this person act like this? Why does this person act like that? If this person actually cared about me, then this person would be on it like this. Well, it's because this person does care about you, but at the same time, you have to learn to separate yourself from the dysfunctional, goofy individuals for you to understand that they do care about you, but they don't care about you enough to become functional again because they have their own stuff going on. You can't allow yourself to be dismantled and taken apart because of that and fall to pieces. You know, and the thing about it is, you want to know what's the great thing about it? You can feel however it is that you want to feel, but don't stop. Understand what got you in a position that it was so heartbreaking, and don't stop. Forgive the person for what they did. Forgive yourself for what it is that you do not know. Reflect, forgive yourself, and you'll be better. Don't trip on it. Don't sweat the small stuff. Oh, you know. So let's clarify. Let's clarify the Page of Wands. Excuse me, Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles. So let's clarify that. Ace of Swords, Nine of Swords, Six of Swords, Knight of Cups. That's right. So what is this about? So this is about how a lot of you Scorpios, the Ace of Swords, the Nine of Swords, the Six of Swords, the Knight of Cups. Again, if you think this person is trying to, because some of you may be up at night thinking, asking yourselves if this person is trying to play you. Get to know them first. If they're trying to play you, Knight of Cups, you can always leave. That's the beauty of it, Scorpio. See, what I'm trying to do for you, Scorpios, is to help you help yourself get into a position of superiority. And what I mean by that is understanding that you are the person that controls your life. You have options. If a person is playing games with you and you think, or I should say you realize that the person is playing games with you, it does not mean you have to be with them. You can always feel free to leave. It's up to you. But it's up to you, Scorpios, to know when and where and to understand if this is something that you want. A lot of you Scorpios may trap yourselves into the cage of your own mind thinking, again, an analysis paralysis. Well, what should I do? If you're having second thoughts about this, Scorpio, where you may feel like the person is too difficult to get into a relationship with the person, I would honestly say push it a little bit. Find out if these people are actually work withable. You can work with these people. And if they can't, move forward. If they're not willing to meet you halfway and try, then move forward. It doesn't even have to be this melodramatic thing, you know? That's the one thing I feel like, but that's the one thing I realized that Scorpio is missing. The idea of, again, you fixated because analysis paralysis. You're trying to figure out whether or not there was a chance that you and the person could have actually worked out in any kind of, decision that you could have made that was different. Listen, what's done is done. It can't be undone. So the best thing for you Scorpios to do is to reflect at that point. As long as there's compassion, all right? As long as there's healthy compassion, ability to understand what happened, but still detach yourself. As long as there is compassion, you're good. And you don't have to worry about all of that. So let's clarify the Nine of Wands. the Ace of Cups, the High Priestess, the Chariot, and the Two of Swords. To clarify, the Nine of Wands. The Ace, to clarify, you have the Ace of Cups, the High Priestess. The Ace of Cups and the High Priestess is about, let me see, how can I explain this in words? See, like I said before, you Scorpios will get a favorable reply. A lot of you will get that, okay? Again, y'all are worrying y'all heads up about whether or not this person likes you. And when you try to get to know these people will tell you that they're interested in you. Okay? It's just a matter of the next thing for you Scorpios is making sure that you and this person actually go well together. That's a whole other discussion in on itself. Because just because they like you and they tell you that they like you does not mean they may actually be in a relationship with you. But they are going to let you know that they like you. You know what I mean? But if you're worrying yourselves up about it, again, this is just more proof that, again, a lot of you Scorpios getting yourselves to a position again, because this is what it is that we do over here. We tried to get y'all to see the forest for the trees, see the bigger picture of what it is. And now you don't have to be tripping out about it. I just don't do panic. I don't do panic. There's always something that you can do. And the Chariot and the Two of Swords represents, and see how the both of you work. This person may be a Cancer crab. Still see how this person works. And the two of you, at least, as long as the two of you at least try, regardless of whether or not you and this person who are getting to know each other works long term and you don't, trust me when I tell you this, you're going to feel a whole lot better about yourself knowing that you at the very least gave it a try, than had an opportunity right in front of your face and you knew it was an opportunity and you just let it on slide. But that's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. I'm trying to make my YouTube channel grow to 10,000 subscribers by the end of June. As of right now, I have 6,500 subscribers. Thank y'all so much. Smash the subscribe button, smash the like button, hit the notification bell, set that notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop my videos.